happening?
I don't know why I can't hear that.
Hear what?
The song? Is it supposed to be?
Oh man, I don't know what's happening today. What's up,
Well-
everybody? Welcome to. Now we can. Everybody hear the music?
Okay, there's
Okay,
that.
there's the music.
There's
so that's,
that.
That's
Yes.
good. Okay.
I never hear the music, so I
You
can't
never do?
confirm.
Aw, the
No.
music's good. That's all right. Should probably change the music. Had the same music for 7 years now. What's up? Welcome to Kramer Jess Uncensored.
Hey.
Hey. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hear this, but I'm gonna try. Little disclaimer before we start.
Hi, this is Kramer's
Oh, wait.
mom and grandma.
I do hear that.
You
and then
can?
and then it went away.
Okay.
And then you just stopped it.
And now a little disclaimer.
Hi, this is
Yeah,
Kramer's
yeah,
mom
yeah,
and grandma
yeah.
of triplets. Just want to warn you that some of the content on this show is not necessarily parentally or grandparently approved. Just be careful. It is the friends version. That can be a little risque at times. So if you have young ears, just be forewarned. You may want to tune them out. Thank you.
Everybody's back today. Jess is back. Charlotte's back. We've gone through it. Everybody had the plague last week. You were scared.
Basically.
You were scared you weren't gonna be able to talk. What are you talking about? What does that mean?
Oh my gosh. So I got bronchitis, which was like, what in the heck? Like, are you fucking for real?
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of him getting bronchitis in quite some time.
Well, so
Like,
my
what
aunt,
is that? What's
my
like,
aunt
what's the
gets
definition of
bronchitis
that?
all the time. So that's why, or not all the time, but like she gets it like once a year during like the cold season. So
Yeah.
I was like, wait, is this genetic? I was like, why am I getting this now? But it's honestly, essentially, it is just like a very severe, painful chest cold, basically.
Right.
So sorry.
Oh no, she got it again.
No, I'm
it came
still
back around, y'all.
like low key, I'm still kind of dealing with like random like coughing spells or
Yeah.
whatever. But basically, when I had bronchitis, like I thought I had strep because the only time I had that painful of a cough is when I had strep throat. But basically, I had a sore throat. I was extremely congested and I had this like the most painful cough that I've ever had. And sorry if this is TMI, sorry if this is gross, but I just feel like there's no other way to like explain this. I was coughing up so much mucus
Yeah.
and like I had never seen it that like thick before
Yeah.
and I couldn't get it out. It was so hard to get out, but there was so much there that like I could not talk. Like it was in my throat to where I was having a hard time swallowing and I was having a hard time breathing. And there was so much there that I had like lost my voice.
Yeah.
And I was freaking out where I genuinely thought that possibly like my voice was like gonna sound different because I was coughing so much that I felt like I was fucking up like my vocal
I bet.
cords
No, I bet.
because it was so painful.
Yeah.
And so I was like, am I ever gonna sound the same? Like this is really creepy. So
I'm
that
sure.
was something I was dealing with last week. And I genuinely thought, because also too, one of my friends, I don't know exactly what it was called and what happened, but he had to get surgery on his vocal cords.
Yeah.
And so I was just doing so much shit to them that I was like, oh my God, like, am I gonna need to go get seen for this?
Well, Jeremy did. Jeremy Kahn.
Oh, yeah,
had those vocal
Jeremy
cord
as
surgery,
well.
I mean, it
Yeah.
happens. I had another guy in radio that had it done. So I mean, it's not completely out of question. I felt so bad. I watched that video that you did for one of the recent
the
where you were,
tourism.
and I was
Mhm.
like, damn, I know you weren't feeling good on that trip. I know, but you look good. I mean, you held it together because I know you weren't
Bro,
feeling good.
Literally, we would go do like whatever activity or whatever thing we had to do, and then we would literally just go back to the hotel and die because Garage Boy got sick too.
Oh, he's sick as well?
Well, he got sick, so mine turned into bronchitis, and he also was sick too. Like we both were sick,
With bronchitis or just like a cold?
just like a cold.
Damn,
And
Charlotte was
mine like
sick?
morphed into like some other shit.
Yeah.
But his like he did have like a cold where he was like not doing well
Yo.
either.
I am so paranoid. I'm so paranoid that I'm like, trying to like knock on wood, y'all, because I'm like, I can't get sick the next 2 days. I cannot get sick the next 2 days. After
Mhm.
that, like whatever, doesn't matter for the rest of the year. But like I cannot. We have our radiothon tomorrow and Friday. So I'm like, because Jess missed it last year.
Yeah.
And missing radiothon.
That's what was gnarly too, and that's another reason why I was freaking out.
Yeah.
Was because I legitimately missed Radiothon because I was sick
Yeah.
last year. So I was tripping.
It's bad. It's like there's like 2 days we legit absolutely should not. I mean, like you missing it was like bad because it was just. I mean, you
No,
can't,
that was insane.
nothing you can do about it. But it's
Yeah,
just
that
like
was insane. We're like
it's-
literally at a hospital. Like I can't go
no,
there.
you can't
Yeah.
show up. So it's like, what are you gonna do? So last minute we're like, I don't know, get Maria Dennis to show up. You know,
Thank
like I don't know.
God.
Thank God she could. You
We
know,
were
but it's-
fighting for our
But honestly,
lives.
I don't know. Like, if I can't show up to this, like, who? Like, we're literally having to import JoJo Gerard to come in because, like, we're
Mhm.
so short staffed now that, like,
Yeah.
who else? Tom? Would it be Tom?
It probably would be Tom.
It would have to be, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I don't
Yeah.
know who else would like do it. Can you imagine Tom even doing radio?
absolutely. I could. Tom is like a very empathetic, like caring human being,
Yeah,
and like
but
his voice also
True.
sounds incredible on the radio.
I just,
So,
I don't
yeah.
know, man.
But
I
we're
don't know.
manifesting health.
Health?
and
Yeah,
Yo,
for the whole
wellness.
show, man.
Like no bullshit. I'm taking vitamin like
Yeah.
wellness vitamins like
Yeah.
3 or 4 times a day. So I'm just
Good.
trying to like stay well, stay healthy. Like it's just Anyway, glad you are back. Glad you are back.
Mm-hmm.
But
Charlotte
everyone
got
is
sick
back.
too.
She was sick, and it was just
Absurd
very,
timing.
very paranoid. But everyone is well. So yeah. Anyway, that's why the last week we didn't have an episode. That's where everybody was, and but we should be. I always feel like I jinx this, but I'm like, yeah, well, everything's good for the
I
next couple of
know.
weeks, and it's just we literally when I say that, the show falls apart. So I'm going to tell you that we're not going to be here next week, and it's all going to be a mess because then I feel like we'll be just fine. Thank you for checking in YouTube. In case you don't know, we have a YouTube show that you can watch. What's up? Bethany the Baker is here. What's up, Isabel? Thank you guys for checking in. Really appreciate you guys
Hey.
hopping in here. We're Kramer and Jess on YouTube. So all the social media love, man. It's been a huge social media month for us. We appreciate all the love you give us on social media and checking out the shows or just the clips we post on there. Charlotte thinks that her dream wedding has been ruined. Why?
Okay. So where do I begin? So ever since I was a little girl, you know how as a little girl you like have a dream wedding concept,
Yeah.
obviously, as one does. So I loved musical theater. So I always was like, I want to get married on a stage.
Oh
my
in
gosh.
like
Cute.
a pretty old theater, and then like my friends and family can sit in the audience,
That's
and like
cute.
it would be like we are the production. Like
I've
how cute
never
is that?
heard that before. by the way.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
kind of, it's pretty unique.
Yeah,
So like
cute.
my whole life I've never seen anyone do this. Like I
Mhm.
know you can rent out the Hippodrome and stuff like that, but like I've never seen anyone that I know do it.
No.
So I was like, that's
Yeah.
so unique. It's so me. It's gonna be great. Mind you, I'm I'm pressed about this, and I'm not even in a serious relationship, but
Yeah.
you know, priorities. So the other day I see an Instagram post of these people I know that I am not okay. Well, the girl is fine. The girl is fine.
What does fine mean?
Not good.
She's literally just fine. Like I have
Just
no
Oh,
neutral
you just don't know
feelings?
her.
no, I do. Okay, so context, I was in a frat in college and it was really traumatizing. It was like really culty, and me and a bunch of other people got harmed really bad, and then when we spoke out about it, we got like harassed, and like I still get harassed years later by some of these people because they have no life and I live rent free in their fucking heads.
Yeah.
So this girl's fiance is one of the people who like me and my friends definitely live rent free in his head.
Yeah.
Like, so despite him dating this girl for years, he has been in recent years in my friends' DMs, like
Ugh.
saying really flirty, gross stuff,
Ew.
asking them for photos,
Ew.
stuff like that.
And he
Yeah.
just got married.
Yes.
What a joke.
And at one point, my friend did try to warn this girl.
Oh,
the girl blocked her.
Okay.
So when I say fine, it's like I
Yeah.
more feel sympathy for her.
Not fine, but
Not someone
But you
I-
don't necessarily have a relationship with her. This is just like from afar.
Yeah, I just knew her. We follow each other still, but like her fiance, now husband, fully has me blocked. Like he
Mhm.
is friends with really awful people.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't really like them. Him mostly.
Right.
So I see photos of their wedding, and they got married on a fucking stage in a fucking theater.
Why would
like a
they
play.
do that?
Which I don't even know, because like
if they suck, I just don't see them doing something that creative.
exactly.
Yeah.
So she is creative and cool. So it had to
Oh,
come from
damn
her,
it.
not his
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
But it just made me so upset because I was like, this is something that I have wanted my entire life.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to associate with people, not even that I just don't like, but that I have like actual trauma
I know.
regarding.
Is it ruined though? You think? Is it ruined?
So-
Ruined? Or because here's the thing,
That's
like you're.
kind of crazy to give that up, truly.
I know, but is
know.
it? Because here's the thing, it's like I don't feel like you now. If you were like in the wedding planning process,
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like yes, you would have to probably give the idea
Pivot.
up.
You'd have to
Right,
pivot.
Right.
Mhm.
But is it far? Because is it far enough away? Because I feel like even the people that you know,
Here's my problem.
yeah.
Like I said, these people, I live rent fucking free in
I
their heads.
know,
Oh,
So
fuck them.
even if
Fuck
I
them.
get married,
They're gonna be like, "You
forever.
stole our
Yeah.
20 years
idea."
from
They're
now,
going to be on
they're
their
still gonna
podcast being like,
say,
that bitch Charlotte stole our
Charlotte
wedding.
stole blank and blank's wedding idea, even though, like, my mother can tell you I've wanted
Not my
this since I
mom.
was like 8.
Not let's call my mom and ask her.
So
I
yeah.
don't think you should let this take that away from you, because that idea
It
it's
sucks, though.
so
It
it's so
sucks.
unique, it's so creative, but more than anything,
Yeah.
it's so you.
I
So,
know.
Even though they got married on a stage in a theater, like your version of that is gonna be so different and like so top tier
Oh,
Thank
God.
that you won't even be able to compare.
'Cause
So
I
I
will
would not
say
give that up for
the
them.
set was like not that great.
That's what
like,
I'm
mine would
saying.
have been way
Exactly.
better.
But you do have to
Exactly.
know they will think that you stole it from them. So
Yeah.
you just have to be okay with that, which is fine. Like,
Which
you
is fine. I
you
think
have
their
to
life
give them some petty points.
probably
but
has a
like,
lot of other
Yeah.
things going on that they should
Yeah.
be more concerned about.
Well,
But-
that's facts.
But let's be honest.
But
If let's,
I don't know if I can fully deassociate it
I
though
know,
now.
I know.
No way, dude.
And that's what's fucking me up.
So let's be
No.
in those shoes for a second. Let's say that let's be in their shoes, okay? In a couple of years, let's say that you see your version of Charlotte getting married and doing the exact same wedding
Mhm.
theme that you did. Like you feel how do you feel? So take your version of let's say you're these people, and then take your version of Charlotte, and you see Charlotte putting on your same exact wedding theme. How does that make you feel? 'Cause
I guess, but here's the thing: like, it just feels like he's clearly a piece of shit.
yeah.
So if that's the case, I feel like no matter what, whether it's Charlotte or anyone else in his life, any chance he has to somehow make himself feel better about a
Mm.
situation. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like, I don't care what you say or do, because like you don't matter. Like you clearly like this
Yeah.
is what you need in your life to try to make other people feel like shit. And I'm not gonna let you take away literally my dream.
Right.
Like fuck that, dude.
I know.
No, I
And-
wouldn't. I literally would not.
But is it also like a bad omen? Because I feel like the wedding's supposed to be like the start of your new life and stuff. So is it like a
Mm.
bad omen though if I like associate it with like
If you're
one
thinking,
of the most
I
haunted
know.
things from my past? Because like in the photos this wedding were like people, like the guests that they had there in the photos I saw are people that have done such harm to me.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Yeah, maybe
So-
maybe do a different
Ah!
theme.
I
Honest to God, I feel like it's gonna fuck with you too much.
I
Like,
don't know,
just-
dude.
just
I would
go to
take
it.
it. I would take it as a different opportunity
Yeah.
to take your power back
mm,
and re-change and
Okay.
reimagine
reclaim it.
and reclaim
You
that,
could.
because you giving that to them also just adds to the list of things and like the amount of energy that you've already given.
That's so true.
So that's another reason why I would hold on to that and make it the version that it's meant to be.
It's true.
And I feel like I could add on to it. Like I love a theme, so it could be like
Yeah.
theater plus something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Okay. I'll,
By Fizzle on YouTube says, forget what they think or say, do it bigger and better than they did. Now that is true.
Yeah.
If you did take if we're going down the petty route
Yes.
and you were to take theirs and make it even big, the thing is you have to do it better
And I
for sure.
would.
You can't do it
it
shittier
was a
because
mid theater. Like I would want a like historic elaborate one. They did like a modern
Yeah.
black box one.
It's not
which
even
is
a
not
question.
The vibe.
Yeah,
It
It's
was
not even a
what I
question
want.
whether or not yours would be better.
right.
Thank
So
you.
that's it says pretend like you don't never even saw theirs. And that's true. And
Mm.
make it look really, really good.
And
Now
I
that's
didn't like the post, so I do have.
yeah, then it's like I never
Yeah.
even knew that you were doing it. That does suck. I would
Except there
hate
is
that.
a podcast clip of me talking
Oh, that
about
is
it.
true.
That is
It's-
evidence.
we
I
are,
guess,
yeah,
But,
I
That's
guess
but
true.
yeah, but still, yeah.
Other than that, other than the
Yeah.
evidence, we got nothing. They got nothing on this.
You know
so
what?
let's
Yeah,
just take
guys,
that.
it's
Yeah.
mine still.
It's
Hell
yours.
yeah.
Let's just delete this whole evidence
All
and
right,
be no big
perfect.
deal. All right,
Good
problem
stuff.
solved. Crisis averted. Cool. I asked the show to think about this, and I'll ask you before we go into this break. Listen, everybody is a villain in somebody's story. So, what do you think that your haters are going to say about you after you die? We'll explain why this is important right after this, okay? 'Cause I mean, everyone's got a hater, they have to, right? Like you did something, something happened, right? And the reason I thought about this, we're gonna talk about this on the show, but I just didn't want to like take the show way too far down today. The Eric Dane passed away, and obviously the outcry
And he is
McSteamy.
McSteamy on Grey's
Right.
Anatomy.
And obviously everyone's really upset about this, right? I mean, the
Yeah,
dude had a
so sad.
documentary come out. Everyone's, oh my God, the public outcry is a lot of sadness.
Mm.
Well, I saw this story of this woman that used to work with him, and she apparently made this post right after he died talking about how she did not like working with this guy. Her name is Laura Ann Toll, who says that she was an extra on
Grey's?
Grey's Anatomy. Yes. She posted on Thread that Dane was, quote, a coward and bullied and mistreated her during her time on the set.
Mm.
Toll alleges that Dane mocked her, including the times where she was dealing with health issues, claimed that his behavior was caused her long-term harm, even
Mm.
suggesting that she was fired because of him. Her
Oh.
comments coming just one day after Dane's death has sparked a long-term backlash online, with many fans calling her timing disrespectful and accusing her of seeking attention. Others have defended Toll's rights to speak out about her experience and saying that there's no confirmation from the show or Dane's rep backing her claims, and that her basically just saying we don't know, what caused her to leave the show.
That
Okay.
is kind of interesting.
It's
As
a tough question.
it is kind of tough because it's like obviously
What's her experience, right?
yeah,
Like,
it's her experience. I think it's just a matter of like when why wouldn't she just share that when he's alive?
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't for
But we
whatever.
don't know. She might have. I
Or
don't
she
know
could have been
if she shared
scared.
it
She could have been scared,
before.
right? He was a huge
Oh,
star. He was a huge
Yeah.
star. And
True.
I'll be honest. I think
It's tough.
we probably all have stories that we don't feel comfortable. I know I do. I've got a couple I'm not sharing right now because I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings
Yeah.
or whatever. Will I feel more comfortable sharing when they pass away? Probably, if I'm
Yeah.
being 100% honest. And maybe that was just one of her things where she's like, I would rather this story just lay to rest. And now imagine that person, everyone's praising how great they were, and maybe she just snapped and
That
she
would
was just
be hard to see.
and she was just
honestly.
triggered, and she's like, you know what, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my side of the story because
And once it's online, it's online.
and it's just,
Yeah.
was it appropriate? Was it not? And I mean, we don't know. But anyway, she posted this. And so it made me think, it was like, hey, listen, I guarantee you, it doesn't matter who you are. Because I talked to my mom about this one time. I'm like, I guarantee you Nancy Yancey doesn't have a hater. There's no way. Because maybe she's the one person that, like
Mhm.
everybody. No, even she has people that she's had to fire in the past that hate her. And I'm like,
Oh.
damn, like, so everybody is the villain in somebody's story. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter who you are. I guarantee you there's somebody out there that does not like you. And what's going to be crazy is one day all of us here on the show, we're going to pass away, and there's going to be somebody out there telling a legacy of you that's not going to look so great, no matter who you are. Eric Dane's got a documentary out. Everybody's crying about him. Oh my God, what a great person. Oh my God, so sad. But apparently there's somebody out here that hates this guy and wants everybody to know about it.
Mhm.
So my question to the show is, what are your haters going to say about you once you pass away?
Mm.
What are your haters going to say about you? What do you think? Like, what's that one person, that group of people, or is there a sentiment you think that might get repeated over and over again about you that's going to get said? If we're being honest and vulnerable about this, what's going to be said about you after you pass away? Anybody want to take the realms first? I don't mind going first if y'all don't want to go first.
I can go first. I'm just trying to figure out a way to say this. I think
Mhm.
that my haters will say something along the lines of like she like this sounds like I don't know why I can't think of anything else to say, like she left me in the dust, or like she didn't like she cut me off and like didn't care about how I felt. Like I think
Mm.
it'll be like something along the lines of that.
Mm.
And I think
So you cut off ties. You cut
Yes.
ties off when
Yeah.
when they didn't want to. They were trying to like reach out to like, and you
Mm.
didn't.
Um. So let me share why I do what I do, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if like people came out and said that about me.
Okay.
So there's certain people in my life that I've been in situations with that have hurt me or treated me a certain way that I allowed to go on for too long, or even like friendships and everything like that, and continued to let them go on for whatever. And I think for me, and the way I feel about situations is I sometimes will not have a conversation with someone when I know that they will not hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, feel that.
And so
Mm.
I feel like it is more, I don't know if practical. I mean, I think it's just for me, I look at it like I'm just trying to be realistic. Where
Yeah.
if I stood here and said to you exactly how I felt and why I feel a certain way, you would not hear what I'm saying. And
Mhm.
so I feel like that's more detrimental to me. And I also feel like it's wasting my time and also the other person's time. And I have taken my agency to where I will be like, okay, so I'm distancing myself from this person. And that's what it is. And that reaction I have received, not always the best, but I don't see the purpose of having a conversation when I know that I am hearing what you're saying and I've already done what I can and have been doing to be empathetic towards you or understanding towards you and X, Y, and Z, but
Yeah.
I don't receive that.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I've chosen to walk away. And yeah, it has been pretty abrupt. And so I can see a few people not like basically airing out grievances if I was gone and how they would feel about that.
I feel same. I feel similar. I feel like my rule is kind of like you get one conversation always. Like I'm always down to have a conversation. If it doesn't go well, you probably don't get a second one. You know, like I'm always down. If we want to have a calm, cool conversation, no problem. I don't
Yeah.
know that you're going to get a second one out of me. Like, but I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing to say. Okay, good. Charlotte,
Let's see. I wrote down a list of things people have actually said to me
Charlotte, I got a
publicly on
document.
Twitter.
Charlotte said I got a document. I was like, Charlotte, I got a field day with this topic, man. I'm like, I don't even know how much time we're gonna have for this, but
So the thing about being a whistleblower
oh
about a
god, here we
frat
go. All
is
right,
that
yep.
people will not hide how they feel about you
Mhm,
afterwards.
Yeah.
So I mean, people have called me every name in the book to discredit me. I've been called petty. I've been
Mm,
called a liar.
Mm.
I've heard that I have a victim complex, that
mm.
I'm crazy, that I'm irrational, dramatic, like anything you can think of,
Yeah.
basically, for a woman who's speaking her mind.
Yes.
And trying
And
to
sharing her
yeah,
experience.
so
What is there one overall theme though you think you would hear the most?
mostly it's just been people weaponizing my openness about mental illness over the years.
Mm.
It's mostly, like I said, crazy, irrational, reactionary, like anything but acknowledging what led me to having said reaction.
Yeah, like what happened to you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think the overall theme would definitely be like just like mentally ill. Which like you're not wrong, but also
Maybe if you guys didn't fuck with me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be talking about
Yeah.
I
it.
kind of wish that could be a clip.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're not wrong, kid.
Yeah, I feel these though, and I feel like I get what you guys are saying, where it's like there's only so much you can give and so many
Hey, listen. Yeah,
things
that's
you can
it.
say.
Yeah.
I don't
And listen, I had to really think about this question because I'm like, there's so many different avenues of people that I've dealt with, and there's a lot of mistakes that I've made. I know I've made a lot of mistakes, and there's a lot of people that should be upset with me. There's a lot of lessons I've had to learn in life. There's a lot of people that don't that shouldn't
Mm.
accept an apology from me. So like I have had to accept that. I think, God, I didn't even think too, like, is this like romantic? Is this business? Is this friendship? Is this like family? Like what category do I want to go with? Because I think there are absolutely haters in each one of these categories.
Yeah.
I think though the overall arching theme are that people would say that like it would probably be like a patience slash temper combination of like that. Like I just didn't have like the patience, the temper. Like it was like a
Mm.
like lost the temper, lost the patience.
Like also like reactionary. Yeah, yeah.
Reactionary, like just didn't give it the patience, didn't give it the time, which is something I've had to really be conscious of over the last couple of years. That's something I recognize in myself too. And I think that would probably be I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm sure the haters will say. But then I have to think about listeners too. Like, what would the listener haters say? You know,
Interesting.
like there's so many different categories of like, what would people that listen say that after I die? Like, I mean, I don't know. There's going to be so many legacies of me after I die that I don't even know. I'm actually, it makes me kind of curious to think. When I read that story,
Yeah.
I'm like, what will your legacy be with everyone in your life?
And it's an interesting way to reflect because, like, for some of the things, it's like, yeah, that's not true or not fair, but it is a good exercise in like being self-aware because I do feel like there are areas we can all look at and be like, maybe that is a little bit true, or maybe I can see
Yeah.
from a certain perspective, you
Yeah.
know?
Or accepting it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah.
just like I would not be surprised if I'm also going off. I know like a couple episodes we talked about like the voicemail I got from
Mhm.
a friend of mine. And like and hearing that, and that's why I said what I said, because I think that is what exactly he would say, clearly is what he said to me.
Yeah.
And I can understand why he feels that way. I
Yeah.
know he won't ever understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
And like I think that's just something I am and have to be okay with.
Well, and I think it's the same thing like I said. Like, I know there's a part of me that can react that way.
Mhm.
So I have to make sure I don't put myself in situations
Yeah.
where I can end up acting that way. Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I think it's acceptance. It's acceptance of like, hey, it's not okay. It's not okay for me to act that way. So like, how do I avoid acting that way? Because I don't want to be that way. That's not the kind of person I want to be. So like, how do I prevent that from happening? Because you're right, I was that way for a very and still can be. So what do I need to do to like prevent myself? Because the fewer people that say that after I die, that'd be the best. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm aiming for. You know, I don't know. It's just kind of an interesting question. We got kind of deep here at the end of this podcast, but who knew you'd walk away with a little bit of enrichment? I don't know. All right, how we feel? Anybody else want to say anything? Are we good?
Radiothon.
Radiothon
Tomorrow,
Yay.
Friday.
Hey, it'd be cool. Actually, it'd be cool if like a podcaster was like, "Hey, I listened to the podcast," and because this, who knows when you listen. This is where we have a disadvantage because you guys listen to this at all different kind of times. We can't really harass you guys to give money, but we'd love for you guys to support. Obviously, you guys follow us on all different kinds of where's the podcast? All different kinds of channels. So if you see us tomorrow live on anything, we'd love for you to support the kids over at Hopkins. It means a lot to us. So hopefully it can mean a lot to you too. We will be over there for Thursday, Friday. So yeah, if you find it in your heart, we always say this, like one thing I don't like about Radiothon, we can talk about this over here. Here's some uncensored part of Radiothon. One thing I don't like, I understand why we do it, but what I don't like is if I'm a listener and I hear like somebody just gave $1,000 and I'm like, well, then what the fuck does my $10 matter? It all does matter. Like it truly does. Don't be intimidated by some of these big donations. Don't get me wrong. If you got it, we need them. But if you get $10 to give, $25, $50, like don't feel like we don't need that because we need a lot of $10 donations.
They do need
so
that.
much.
Yeah.
And honestly, my sister works at that hospital and she tells me all the time, like she'll be like, oh, this money went towards this certain thing that's helping us as nurses.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's really cool. It's like it really does help out a lot.
So we're gonna go rest up, and we'll see you guys out there at Hopkins Thursday, Friday. If you're listening in real time, if not, well, it's completely irrelevant. Don't worry about it. All right, Jess, get us out of here, and we'll see everybody.
Just do it. JESSCUT on all socials.
Shar.
PTSD Diva.
I'm that guy Kramer. I got a podcast called Certified Mama's Boy as well. And yeah, we love you guys and we'll see you. We're all going to be well. We're all going to be well. We'll see you back here. Promise you next week. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Goodbye, YouTube. Thank you guys.